Are you inheriting a property from your parents and you're not sure what to do? Well, that's what we're talking about today, and it starts right after this. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bill Martinez, and I'm a realtor and probate specialist with eXp Realty here in San Antonio, Texas. I post new videos every Tuesday all about San Antonio probates and real estate. So are you inheriting a house from your parents and you're not sure what to do? Well, I've got 5 tips to consider when inheriting a home. You know, inheriting a house or a home from your parents can be a very emotional time, a very stressful time, but there's 5 tips to consider when inheriting a home. The first one is sometimes overlooked but extremely necessary in protecting the estate. Is the home protected with the right insurance policy in place? Now you might say, well, sure it is. I got the same home insurance. Of course, it's protected. Now, I'm not an insurance agent, but I've spoken with enough agents to understand that the existing home policy does not cover vacant homes. If an unfortunate event were to occur at the property, odds are that it will not be protected under that existing home insurance policy. It's important to look into this and to find out if the estate is protected. I would do what is necessary to protect your family and the estate. In most cases, this is the biggest asset in the estate. And the last thing you want is a diminished legacy and estate. Overseeing this detail is just not worth the risk. Now, with the same frame of thought in protecting the estate, have you taken the precautionary measures to protect the house from vagrants and squatters that might want to set up residency, or in many cases use the residency for a drug or meth lab? Believe it or not, these things occur. Now, the doors might be locked, the windows might be locked, and the deed might be in your name. But that does not mean that the property is protected from keeping squatters out. It may look tacky, but there are additional precautionary measures that could be taken or should be taken to ensure that the law is on your side. And that's what we want, right? We want the law to be on your side. So I would recommend no trespassing signs placed on the windows, putting in place the local private property notice where it is clearly visible, and additional other means to avoid having to take legal action and go to court. Third thing to consider is clearing out the home. Maybe an obvious one, but sometimes people neglect this for a long time. But what should you do with the personal assets, right? Sometimes family members are given the opportunity to take sentimental belongings from the property, but in most cases there still remains a number of items like the decor, the furniture, antiques, collector items, vehicles, and other possessions remaining in the property. So how should this be dealt with? Consider an estate auction. Give someone else the responsibility to itemize all remaining items, to price the remaining belongings, to market and advertise, and even host the estate sale. Whatever remains can be boxed, delivered, and donated. No need to worry. Another thing to consider when inheriting a home from parents or a parent is thoroughly cleaning the property and attending to the yard. Maybe the property needs to be thoroughly cleaned. Maybe some aspects of it have been neglected. Maybe it needs to be dusted. Maybe cobwebs need to be removed. There might be little rodents in place. Who knows? Get cleaners involved to tackle the task. Hire yardsmen or landscapers to keep the property from attracting the wrong kind of attention, whether it be rodents, vagrants, or squatters. Keep the pest out. And finally, one of the most common concerns is, should I decide to keep the property or sell it? And what are my options if I'm going to keep it? What are my options if I decide to sell it? Now, fortunately, I've already covered the 6 most common options when inheriting a house that is paid off. I'll show you how to access that at the end of this video. So inheriting a house from your parents can be an emotional time, but fortunately there are helpful resources. If it's overwhelming, don't stress. Allow others to help and shoulder that burden. So if you're looking for options when keeping or selling the property, Check out this video for more detail, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with somebody who might be going through the probate process or about to be going into that process. See you in the next episode. Take care.